Use your big boy words.
Use your big boy words. Shut the fuck up. Okay, today we're reacting to Galactus versus Unicron. The last reaction, Milo took the lead, 9-10. I am now losing again. So let's see how this one goes. I know the victor, so I'm gonna let him choose at the end who he thinks is gonna win.
You are.
I do, but again, you get to choose.
I'm about to start monitoring your fucking what you watch.
These things have been like years. I've been watching Death Battle since inception. So
okay, but like that's on you. You decided we should do death battles.
Yes, because I'm letting you pick. So whoever you pick, I have to choose the opposite. So it's fair in that regard.
Okay, but like it's still not fair. You cheating whore.
I am a whore, but I'm not a cheat.
Battle.
Yes, you are. You cheat on me. Worse.
Galactus, devourer of worlds. And Unicron, almighty chaos bringer. That's right, it's the day we've all been waiting for. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I don't like that.
After eating like a massive burrito.
What is the nature of evil? Oh, it's 3.5 beers too early for that kind of question, Wiz. No, seriously, is the wolf that hunts the hare evil? What about the bear that kills the wolf? Or the man that slays the bear? Is that evil or nature? Perhaps this question was on Galactus' mind as he hurtled toward the end of infinity. I'm pretty sure the question on his mind was, how do I turn this goddamn spaceship around?
With Google Play Games, you can play unlocked. Unlock bigger screens.
Eons ago, the planet Ta was a paradise, the most advanced civilization the universe had ever known. Too bad the universe was coming to an end. I hate it when that happens. The Ta'an scientist Galen watched as the rest of his race ignominiously perished and decided to die gloriously on his own terms. By flying a ship into the sun, just like great-grandpappy Boomstick, the crazy old coot. But instead of being vaporized on contact like great-grandpappy Boomstick, Galen got bitten by a radioactive god. As the last living thing left before the universe's end, Galen was visited by the sentience of the multiverse, who merged with him as part of a cosmic cycle of death and rebirth. As the old multiverse died, a new one was born, and the scientist Galen was no more. In his place was a being of untold power, the Ravager of galaxies, Galactus. Well, despite looking like a masochist giant purple vibrator, G-Dog here is one of the strongest beings in all of Marvel, baby. And there's only one thing he wants to do: eat friggin' worlds! Galactus is so unbelievably, mind-meltingly powerful that strong doesn't really begin to describe him. Just being near him will begin to warp your perception of reality. In truth, he isn't even really a physical being with a soul anymore, but composed of energy itself, the power cosmic. Basically, your all-purpose space god magic that no good almighty ass-whooping god can go without. Sure, he can use it to blast your ass to unholy smithereens, but it's a lot more flexible, too. Described as being in touch with every other living thing at once, the power cosmic allows one access to a near-infinite pool of knowledge and the ability to sense danger ahead of time. I don't think there's a lot for him to be afraid of. He can manipulate matter, read and control the minds of gods, and teleport entire galaxies across the universe. The power cosmic allows him fundamental control over life itself, manipulating souls, creating new life forms from nothing, and even resurrecting the dead. And because his body is composed of energy, he can't really be hurt in the traditional physical sense. This allows him to grow or shrink his body with seemingly no limit, and alter his appearance. Wait. He chooses to look like that? His physical appearance matches the species observing him, so a human sees a human Galactus, a Skrull Galactus, and so on. Oh, so it's just like how I see the world.
What are you staring at?
What matters most to me in the world?
Beer.
Awesome. No, not awesome. Very not awesome. At least as far as Galactus is concerned, since witnessing his approach is itself the end of the world. You would only have enough time to pray to your paltry gods before Galactus consumed your entire planet, absorbing its energy into himself then moving on to his next meal.
Man, I guess his costume is appropriate because he sounds like a total dick. Like, come on, man. You watched your whole planet die. Now you're gonna go around the universe doing the same thing?
And he has
It's
to.
not entirely his fault. Galactus' power is so immense that the only thing that can sustain him is the consumption of entire worlds. Without this constant feeding, he would perish, just as humans would without consuming plants or other animals.
Kinda like how I hunt squirrels because I hate each and every one of them.
No, categorically the exact opposite, actually. Galactus isn't vengeful or cruel. If he could avoid any unnecessary death, he would. But just as the universe is bound by the laws of physics, Galactus is bound by his hunger.
And that hunger has put him in conflict with some of Marvel's other heaviest hitters, like Odin and the Phoenix Force. Galactus' fight with the Other and the Scryer got so intense, they threatened the entire infinite multiverse just as a side effect of the battle.
While Galactus himself
Epic.
can comfortably cross countless light years in seconds, some of these beings are more like abstract concepts than actual living things, many of which operate outside of linear time.
Like this alien bug dude who tried to use Galactus' energy to destroy 2 whole universes. Even after being drained by him, he still nuked 3 whole star systems before getting a snack.
Should he somehow be threatened by beings beyond even the scope of his power, Galactus crafted a device to solve all of his problems. The ultimate nullifier.
In case that name isn't obvious enough, it's a teeny tiny weapon that destroys anyone you think of.
It doesn't just destroy them, it destroys everything. The entire multiverse is eradicated, then recreated without the target. An extremely roundabout way of winning, but it
I forgot
works.
about that.
That's exactly what happened when Galactus used it on the abstract god of destruction, Abraxas.
He destroyed the god of destroying things with a Happy Meal toy. It's like my therapist said, great things come in small packages.
And the nullifier was key to Galactus' first great
Keyword
defeat
small.
upon his inevitable arrival on Earth.
When that pesky Reed Richards managed to get his stretchy hands on the thing, Galactus finally backed down and spared the planet.
Which makes no practical sense. The ultimate nullifier is a part of Galactus himself. It uses his own power. He can summon it at any time and even escape its effects by hiding in a pocket dimension. It even had the safety on.
Maybe he was just bored.
After billions of years of cosmic genocide just to survive, I'm pretty sure Galen forgot what it meant to be mortal. Perhaps that was the true evil all along, the slow death of Galen's humanity. Because what could be more terrifying than a being that sees everything and everyone you know and love as nothing more than his next meal? This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by
Damn, he ate the
BetterHelp.
entire
Yes,
planet.
it's getting to be the holiday season again,
say
and
that
I
thought.
just know Mama.
Yeah.
In the beginning, before
Yeah,
heaven
yeah,
and earth,
yeah.
before light and dark, there was Unicron. Created by the formless
Unicron.
primordial being known as the One to explore the fledgling multiverse, Unicron instead decided to consume everything.
Dude, come on! Bad Unicron! Bad God! Bad!
The One decided to split Unicron into 2 beings, one of order and hope known as Primus, and the other of chaos and evil known as Unicron. Again.
Like all good sibling rivalries, they pushed each other's shit in over the fate of all existence. That is, until the goody little two-shoes Primus tricked his bro into imprisoning their souls in giant asteroids. Classic sibling prank. For me, it was the dryer.
Primus terraformed his
The
asteroid
dryer.
into what would later be known as the planet Cybertron, while Unicron did something different.
Yeah, he turned his planet into a planet that eats other planets. Not only that, it can change its form into a giant badass robot Satan. He's literally the first Transformer.
And with this new body, Unicron would travel the cosmos, consuming planet after planet and universe after universe. Not necessarily because of any hunger or need, but because Unicron is the physical embodiment of death and destruction. He is literally
Nice.
programmed to destroy everything.
God's gotta do what a God's gotta do. And good luck trying to fight back. Uni's robot body comes with a tractor beam, eye lasers, fire breath, a chest cannon, and an antibody system in case anyone tries to pull a Drax on him.
Unicron can mentally dominate an entire race of beings, erase things from existence, warp the fabric of space and time, and even manipulate matter itself.
So even if his big robot body is damaged or destroyed, he can repair it lickety-split, or even send his spark out to find a new host.
Essentially the Transformers version of a soul, Unicron's spark is immensely powerful, powerful and produces its own energy source, Dark Energon.
Unicron is so evil that he can literally turn his bad dude energy into weapons of mass destruction, like unholy blades or planet-busting lasers.
This Dark Energon will corrupt any that consumes it, turning them into a puppet of Unicron himself.
It's also obviously the opposite of regular Energon, which is created by Primus and what fuels the Transformer race. So Unicron basically runs on the opposite of life. If he's death as a big robot, can he even be killed?
Not by any conventional means. Even the destruction of his spark isn't guaranteed to end him. He will continue to exist as a necessary force that drives the cosmos. Anytime he's destroyed, he will appear again in a new universe. In fact, almost every Unicron you've seen in movies, TV, and comics are the same Unicron.
Unicron is a literal force of nature. You can't reason with a hurricane that hates you. All you can do is see it and get
He's
the
such a
hell out of the
dick.
way. But this hurricane is never gonna stop until you and everyone you know is DED dead. His mere presence drove an entire planet insane.
I was trying to be poetic before, but this is what evil is. Incomprehensible, undeniable, inescapable. You can't even wait him out. He is unbound by the concept of linear time.
The Chaos Bringer is so powerful, his mere presence wrecks the space-time continuum and can erase galaxies from existence just by strolling by.
To be clear, it isn't the force he's generating by moving that destroys things, it's his existence. His mere being is so overwhelmingly evil that the fabric of space-time cannot fathom Unicron's presence.
Holy dude! No wonder he was able to devour nearly a quarter of the entire multiverse, one universe at a time.
Estimates for the size of the Transformers multiverse vary, from over 15 quadrillion universes to an infinite number of universes, branching timelines, and planes of existence. And who better to portray a being who brings death to the universe than the man who gave birth to modern cinema? A final role fitting for an artist so much larger than life. Or deeply ironic that it's a feature-length toy commercial.
The Transformers movie has always been celebrated for its excellence. I say,
Despite that unbelievable power, the Chaos Bringer's almighty
Oh, it
rampage
should
through
be that
reality
drunk.
has been halted a number of times, usually due to the matrix of leadership, the essence of Primus
Well, I
himself,
was
and
not
the
paying
embodiment of
attention,
all hope and light in the universe.
are you telling me
Wait, what'd you say?
I was not paying attention for like 2 minutes. Not gonna lie.
Don't doubt.
Yeah.
that Robo-Satan was defeated by the power of friendship? Forget beer! I'm gonna need some of that shit going straight into the vein.
As the abstract idea of evil actualized, any notion of goodness is directly antithetical to his being.
As incomprehensible
Introducing Autotune, yay.
to Unicron as he is to us.
But despite the best efforts of heroic Transformers like Optimus Prime, Unicron has always returned from the smoldering ashes of defeat and risen to threaten reality again.
It's his very nature.
Such as the time a united armada of Autobots, Decepticons, and an entire people created from his cells, the Minicons, tried to destroy him once and for all.
They actually succeeded in killing him, until Galvatron's hatred for Optimus brought Unicron back to life.
Because challenging Unicron means challenging evil itself, destroying destruction itself. An impossible
Galvatron is
paradox.
just a hater.
You can't kill Unicron because killing is literally what Unicron is. So, what does that mean for us?
Every petty act of violence, every war, every cruelty, every death battle gives Unicron life. The life he'll use to kill us all. We are culpable in our own annihilation.
Unicron's not just some comic book villain. He's all there is and all there will be. He was there at the beginning and he'll be there at the end. He's a law of physics. He's as inevitable as your dying breath.
Jesus, now you got me scared.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Death Battle. That's called Synergy, right, Wiz?
By popular demand, Death Battle the game is finally back and available for pre-order this December.
Ever wanted to live out your very own
I
Death
kind of
Battle
forgot
with
that they
you as
actually
the
made a
combatant?
Death Battle game.
Of course you have.
Death Battle the game is a fast-paced.
Deadliest to pre-order.
All right.
Okay, so who do you think's gonna win?
A Unicron, not good at that, guess.
You're gonna go with Unicron, then Galactus. My choice.
Right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for
Galactus
the death
was
battle
like-
you've been asking for.
Wait, what did you say?
That face right there, like Galactus is making, that's me taking your shit. Now go.
Yeah.
As all things must, your world has come to an end. Halt! This planet is mine to consume. So saith Galactus, destroyer of worlds.
Begone. Thus decrees Unicron, Chaos Bringer.
Madness, so quick to repent for oblivion.
Bro, he just used the earth as a weapon.
I would use this board like that too. Different flavors.
Different flavors. Just casually throw the sun.
I am the power cosmic incarnate, not so easily felled. Fleeing so readily, Unicron.
No devourer. Transforming. Beg not for mercy. Behold blackening sky. Against mine chaos, even gods will die.
Galactus meets your challenge. Here's your goal. This world will bring destruction to it all.
I am destruction, pure finality. In first and last, true immortality.
I like
I have no
Ready.
patience left. Return thy dreams. Into the void where none may hear your screams. You know not the power which you command.
Of course I do. Your death I thus demand.
What if you could add a Moonbury onto your collection? in
Fucking
seconds?
YouTube. I
Oh,
swear
Two
to
vending machines
fucking
with the
God.
slabs that are graded by
I'm calling my lawyer, like right now.
I have won.
I've seen the power bringer of chaos. Yet by my vigor thou hast much need. Witness the last fate that awaits you thus. For Almighty Galactus must now feed.
KO!
We know Galactus
We're tied
and Unicron were
again.
beings who could manipulate reality itself and do basically anything.
Older than the universe, unbound by time, they had each other matched in a lot of ways.
So it ultimately came down to which of them was more.
You're kind of low, my dude. I'm not gonna lie. I can barely hear you.
the volume's all the way up. Maybe you just need to turn me up.
I do have you on all the way up on Discord.
Is this better? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
What
can.
about now?
Okay, yeah. I
Is
hear
this
you.
better?
Yeah.
Okay. What was I saying? All right,
Powerful.
guys. It should have ended in a tie because they both can die.
Both could
matter
threaten an
what.
entire infinite
You'll see
multiverse,
why.
but Unicron could only do so over
Could be something
time,
stupid
devouring them one by one.
He has a
While
purple
Galactus'
hat.
battle with the Scryer and the other threatened to destroy the entire Marvel multiverse as just a side effect.
Not to mention, Galactus tussles with cosmic beings like himself all the time.
While Unicron is usually the top dog in Transformers, he's a big fish in a relatively small pond. Relative to Marvel, at least.
That might sound better for Unicron at first, but it means he has way less experience than Galactus in full-on fights against dudes his size.
And while Unicron has used Dark Energon to infect and corrupt other beings in the past, Galactus technically doesn't have a soul thanks to his cosmic rebirth from Galen. And he's fended off mental attacks before, so there's no real reason to think that would work here.
And as lame as it is, the ultimate nullifier is just really, really overpowered.
Despite Unicron being able to survive the destruction of his spark, the ultimate nullifier is significantly more thorough. Consider the time it was used against Abraxas, a being that embodied the abstract concept of the multiverse's destruction.
Sounds like somebody you know? Even against
So he
someone
cheated.
like that, the good old Ollie Nolly had no problem erasing him from reality. And the same would happen to Unicron, while Galactus could always hide in that pocket dimension, just as he escaped the nullifier before.
Unicron was an insanely terrifying threat, but Galactus had the power, experience, and arsenal to ultimately annihilate him.
Yeah.
If you thought Galactus was going down in this fight, you were Unicron.
The winner is
That was probably one of the
Galactus.
worst puns they've ever done. I'm not gonna lie.
So here's the thing, guys. This was the shittiest death battle. What was the other one we said was shitty? Because I think that one was better than this.
What wasn't it? It was like fucking the Hulk versus Godzilla, just because the animation was bad. Yeah.
No. I mean, like, because of the fight, like, the actual, like, airing was, like, shit.
I'm looking. Gotta be an older one that we
Maybe it
watched.
was,
It's one of the older ones.
I cannot remember. But that one was better than this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because this one, it would have just been a tie. We're like, yeah. But wait, hold on.
Hmm?
You're telling me. Wait, what universe did they even fight in? Hold on, wait. Whatever. Anyways, you're telling me that there's no other living organisms that hate any other living organism in any other universe. But I'm so lost, guys.
Oh, it was Blade versus Buffy.
Oh yeah, that dumb one.
Yeah.
Because didn't Blade die?
Yeah, Blade lost.
Yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure that one was better than this.
I like this death battle a lot more just because of the battle itself. But hey,
I'm talking about, like, you know, the fact that whoever won, like, the battle was good, but, like, oh, Galactus won because of this. But technically, wouldn't them resetting the timeline or whatever with, what's it called, nullifier?
the ultimate nullifier. It's not resetting the timeline. It's legitimately just recreating the universe without that person in it.
Okay, so here's the thing. Wouldn't that just mean that the Earth would be back? Which means that people would still hate each other, so Unicron would have came back. Which means that neither would win, so it would end in a tie.
At that moment, like if Unicron were to come back, it would be a later time. But at the moment, Galactus. It would take him a while to come back because every single time, like, Unicron has been defeated. It took him fucking forever to come back.
I would say that too, but
Yeah.
I would say too.
Okay, well, yeah, thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what else you want us to react to. Yada yada. Have a good night.